Hello guys, in this video I am going to tell about basic settings of driverack so that you can run your setup easily. So let's get started. We are choosing channel number 9, that is multi-zone. As you can see, channel number 9 multi-zone. We have selected this channel as this channel gets separate parametric equalizer for all the 6 channels, separate limiter and delay also. So let's click on crossover section. You can see channel number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, so that you can run 6 different types of drivers. Suppose if we are running HF driver on this, VMS on channel number 2, pressure mid on channel number 3, low mid on channel number 4, subwoofer, and this one also for subwoofer, so that all ranges gets covered. So let's get start with HF driver. If we don't want any maintenance in setup, we should give frequency double of resonance. So we are giving 4.5K as frequency start range for HF driver. Okay, so we are selecting it as 19K. HF low pass out 19,000 hertz. Okay, now slope. LR slope works best for HF mid-range drivers, so we are selecting it as LR 12, so that frequency of 2K, 2.5 to 4K are also getting covered in this. Low slope out, we are selecting it as LR 36. Okay, channel number 2, that is BMS 4590 coaxial. We are selecting it as input frequency 500 hertz, or suppose 550 hertz. Okay, low pass out, it has HF driver included, so it works between 500 hertz to 20k hertz. It actually gives response from 200 hertz to 20k hertz, but for better result we are selecting it as 545 hertz to 20k hertz. Now high slope we are selecting it as LR 24 dB. Low slope out, LR low slope out as LR 24. Okay, now pressure mid, BMS 4599, 400 watt RMS. Okay, frequency input, we are selecting 400 hertz. Okay, let's give input 400 hertz, and frequency slope LR 24. Low pass out 4K, no 5K. Low slope out, select as 5K, and low slope LR 24. Channel number 4, let's assume we are running 12 inches mid driver or 10 inches mid range or paper mid, 400 watt RMS or 500 or 600 watt, 3 inches, 3.5 inches coil. High pass input should be 250 hertz. Okay, and low pass out should be 4K hertz. Okay, high slope should be LR 24. slope, no. High slope is selecting as LR36. Okay. Low slope we are selecting as LR24. Okay. Channel number 5. Now subwoofer. If we are running 18-inch subwoofer, okay, now 5 number channel. Suppose we are running 18-inch subwoofer on this. Mostly 18-inch subwoofer have resonance of 35 Hz and above. So giving input frequency as 32 Hz. Okay. And low pass out 128 Hz. Okay, sorry. 128. Right. High slope. Subwoofer works based on Butterworth frequency. So being BW 24 dB per octave. So that 25 Hz and 30 Hz frequency range are also getting covered, but in minus. Okay. Low slope. BW 12, Butterworth 12. So that frequency ranges between 125 to 300 Hz are also getting covered in this. Okay. HF. Okay. Now select P, that is parametric equalizer. This is channel number 1. We are running HF on it. So parametric equalizer on. First frequency we insert as 5k Hz. Okay. This is slope. Slope is actually the bandwidth. Suppose if we select slope as 3 dB per octave, as you can see the frequency range from 3k to 10k are getting covered for this bandwidth. Yes. And if we select 12 dB or 9 dB, if we select 9 dB, so that frequency range are 4k to 6.3k. Only this range is getting covered. Okay. Now you get a better idea. Selecting this frequency as 7.5k, third frequency as 12.5k, and fourth frequency as 16.5k. Okay, you can see bandwidth is strong for this frequency. So okay, select this also strong. Okay, parametric equalizer done for HF driver. Now BMS 4590 parametric equalizer on mid-range frequency we are inserting as 500 Hz, and for vocals we are inserting as 900 Hz. For BMS HF driver 13.5k Hz and 17,000 Hz. Okay, so as you can see, frequency from 250 Hz to 1.6 Hz are getting covered, but missing frequency range between this 1.6k to 6.3k. So I am adjusting frequency of mid-range. Okay, and for this one, okay, all the frequency from 250 hertz to 20k hertz, but we don't want it for from 250 hertz, so bandwidth, I think this is okay for this, and frequency selecting 630 hertz. Okay, now frequency from 450 hertz to 20 hertz are getting covered. Okay, for BMS 4599 400 watt parametric equalizer on. First frequency as 500 hertz, second as 1k hertz, third as 1.6k, and fourth as 2.8k. Okay, but frequency cancellation is here, frequency are getting double, so Q should be less. Okay, for green Q should, okay, and yellow one, okay. For mid-range driver, parametric equalizer on bell. First frequency as 300 hertz, second as 550, third as 900, and fourth as 2.5k. Okay, so frequency range is covering from 160 hertz, but we don't want 160 hertz in mid range, so I am changing bandwidth from, okay, this, and changing frequency. Okay, for blue one, okay, I think this looks good. Now channel number 5, that is our 18-inch subwoofer. Parametric equalizer on low shelf, as it is base, so we are selecting it as low shelf, selecting, as it is 18-inch subwoofer, so we are selecting low shelf. Okay, now frequency, resonance frequency is 35 hertz, so we are giving 35 hertz as primary, then 55 hertz, then 85 hertz, and last one 105 hertz. Okay, bandwidth, okay, resonance frequency bandwidth should be 12 dB per octave, and then 55 hertz bandwidth of 6. Okay, frequency 59 hertz. Okay, this looks good. So all the frequency range from 30 hertz to 200 hertz are getting covered. Now the limiter section, this one for HF I am Firstly limiter on, then over is the higher the over is the limiter actually works better. So over is the I am putting it as 7 and threshold 2 dB. Okay, 2 dB. Attack time 0.1 ms, hold 46 ms. Okay, no issue. For BMS 4590, limiter on, over is the 5. Okay, 4 and threshold 4 dB. Same for BMS 4599, limiter on, over is the 4, threshold 4 dB. For mid range, limiter on, over is a 4, threshold 5 dB. 18-inch driver or subwoofer, limiter on, over is a 4, threshold 6 dB. Okay, let's again have a look at our frequency response. Channel number 1 4.5 K to 19K, channel 2 BMS 4590, channel 3 BMS 4599, channel 4 12 inches mid range or 10 inches mid range, channel 5 18-inch subwoofer.